the heartland of America, Iowa. Places such as these, ones where certain issues are held sacred, where passion, first order of the day, where those fighting for a cause are undaunted in spite of long odds, where the battle over pro-life and pro-choice can never be far from mind. Now, with the Iowa caucus bearing down and choices needing to be made, some of America's most respected and committed pro-life leaders have gone on the attack, authoring a blistering open letter to voters there about Donald Trump and how, in their opinion, he is lying through his teeth about his stand on the issue. One of those groups is Concerned Women for America, and we are joined by their communications director, Janae Stracke. Janae, thank you so much for joining us, and I want to give everybody some perspective here, first of all. And this is a video from 1999 that Donald Trump was questioned about. A journalist asked him about this. In here, he told Tim Russert that he was very pro-choice, and Donald Trump was very angry when this was played. Here's what he said.
I'm very pro-choice. I hate the concept of abortion. I hate it. I hate everything it stands for. I cringe when I listen to people debating the subject. But I just believe in choice.
Janae, his last words, I just believe in choice. Some people will say he is indeed lying through his teeth. Others will say he is simply just enlightened. What's the choice then?
Yeah, let me first say that Concerned Women for America cannot endorse a candidate. So this was a letter that Penny Nance, our CEO, signed on to, and also Beverly LaHaye, our founder, as a personal choice. And, I'm an Iowa voter, and I grew up in Iowa. My parents still live there. And I feel very strongly about this as well. And I don't think just comes down to choice. You can change your mind, and that is what Donald Trump is arguing that he has done.
Okay, well, hang on one sec. I will just question that, though. Let me play the devil's advocate here. Is it not possible, though, to understand that something you decided on in 1999, that you're actually more enlightened now and you can make a better choice?
Of course that's possible, but I don't see that in Donald Trump. His actions don't line up. And since this letter has gone out, he has been questioned by several reporters, and he has handled it so poorly. He's gotten upset. He's refused to answer their questions. He'll say, I'll get back to you later. I don't want to talk about this. That is so disconcerting. I think that speaks volumes more than anything we could say about him. He's letting his own voice speak, and he's refusing to answer the question, which is making him look very guilty. In
then your opinion and the opinion of your group and others, do you believe that Donald Trump will simply flip on anything? He will say absolutely anything to get elected no matter what?
I absolutely do. I think at the end of the day, Trump is going to look out for himself. And, maybe he believes what he's saying right now. Maybe he right now feels that way. But I think that as soon as the tide shifts, he's again going to do what he thinks best. He goes with his gut. He answers to himself and not anyone else. He doesn't even answer to God. Donald Trump himself said that he's never asked for forgiveness and doesn't see why he would need to repent.
But he calls himself a Christian, though, from time to time.
He does. I think there are a lot of people in America that call themselves Christians. It's become a term that people identify with, but what does it truly mean to them?
Is it just a term then to him that is nothing more than a term? It's just a word?
Right, and that's not for me to judge, but I think that his actions are speaking louder than his words right now.
Let me ask this then with regard to God. Jerry Falwell Jr. recently endorsed Donald Trump. Now, this is a man of God who believes in him, and this is a man of God who apparently is also very pro-life, at least he said he is. Now, is Jerry Falwell just a hypocrite?
I respect Jerry Falwell a lot. I actually am a Liberty graduate, and I have great respect for Liberty, and Jerry Jr. has done a lot of great things for that school, but this is something that we disagree on. I don't know that it makes him a hypocrite, but he is looking at different values in electing a president than I am.
Has your group then decided on who indeed fits your views as we get ready for the caucus?
No, we have not endorsed anyone, and as I mentioned earlier, our organization does not endorse. We do have a PAC that may endorse in the future, but as of now, we have not.
10 seconds. Do you feel yours and other group, the letter that you read, the letter that you wrote, do you feel it's being heard and it will make a difference on Monday?
I do. I've already seen news stations all across the board pick this up, newspapers. I think that our voices are definitely being heard, and I think it's scaring Donald Trump. I really do. It
certainly is a letter that is there. It's on many different websites. Indeed, it is an open letter saying that anyone other than the unacceptable Donald Trump. Janae Stracke, thank you so much for joining us. We'll speak again. Now, from one who's been in the political battle pits and has made his choice as to our next president, former New York Governor George Pataki, next on The Hardline.